Alright guys, I'm back and today I'm doing another topical video. Today I'm going to talk about how should John Cena be booked in today's WWE. And I know a lot of people in the YW and IWC have done a lot of these topics, similar topics to what I'm talking about today, and how they would book John Cena and how they fix the John Cena problem. And basically I'm not copying their ideas, it's basically they've done similar things, but it's not kind of this video. And it's my opinion, I think for the last couple of years I want to do this video, and I know this video hasn't been done yet on the wide. This video hasn't been done yet. No member of the YWC has done this video yet. And I want to, well, I don't think they have anyway. This is how I think John Cena should be booked in today's WWE. Now, let's rewind about 8 or 9 years old. John Cena was, really pushed hard in 2005, 2006 when he was feuding with Edge. I really like that feud because it was a really good feud. I mean, it really established Edge as a heel, as a really great heel, and it really established Lita. It established John Cena as a really top babyface for the WWE in the next couple of years, with your obviously with your Batistas and your other and Shawn Michaels. Also in the discussion, there was the 3 top babyfaces with Jeff Hardy in that era, and also with Chris Jericho as well. So yeah. Anyway, I was just going to stop there. John Cena was pushing it, but recently, the last couple of years, the WWE every single year always pushed John Cena, in every top match they put him. In the main event of the big 4 pay-per-views, like your WrestleManias, your Royal Rumbles, your SummerSlams, your Survivor Series, whatever, your Extreme Rules, whatever pay-per-view it is, the WWE always put John Cena in the main event scene. If it's not on Raw, if it's not on pay-per-views, it's on Raw, and if it's not on Raw, it's on fucking SmackDown. He's closing out this last episode of SmackDown with John Cena AAing Dean Ambrose. How nice it would have been this last episode of SmackDown to actually have Dean Ambrose stand over John Cena again, and twice in a week. It would have made it would have been great to make Dean Ambrose even a better, even to solidify himself as the main event star in the WWE. But I'm not going to talk about that. Anyway, I'm talking about how I think John Cena should be booked in today's WWE. And my number one thing, I think John Cena over the last couple of years has always been in those tops, has always opened up Raw, or it's always closed up Raw, and I don't really like that because it doesn't really establish the rest of the wrestlers. It doesn't really get them over as main eventers or mid-carders. They're supposed to get over, their characters are supposed to get over. And how is the WWE supposed to build new stars up if they're going to put John Cena at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show? Because I don't think that's going to make a star, in my opinion. You're supposed to build up, I know a lot of people, the WWE say, oh, well, we're trying, I know the WWE try to say, oh, well, we have like, people like your Roman Reigns and your Dean Ambrose, they're the future. I know that these guys are talented guys, and I'm a fan of Dean Ambrose, and I'm a fan of Roman Reigns, but you need to feature these guys in the opening segments and the beginning of the segments, and also at the end, because you cannot keep having John Cena in the main event scene. Cut him down a part of the main event scene. Have him, if you want John Cena on the show, have him on there maybe at the middle of the show, maybe in a mid-card kind of thing, like maybe in a mid-card feud, like, that'd be good for him. Not kind of like a main event scene level. I don't want to see John Cena in every single main event scene segment or match. I think if you want John Cena on Raw, put him in a segment with, put him in the middle of the show. I think that would really help the mid-card division, because the middle of the show is normally kind of a ton of filler, like a Divas match, or normally there's a tag match on Raw or SmackDown. So if you're gonna put John Cena on Raw, SmackDown, and you're gonna and you don't know what time slot you should fit him in as a at a halftime, and put him in at the second hour of Raw. Then at least you get your audience still, at least you get your bunch of kids still tuning in to Raw for that first hour, and also you get John Cena out of the way. You don't see him rest of the night, because I know the last couple of years we've had John Cena in a ton of segments on Raw, which is ridiculous, man. We don't really need John Cena in a ton of segments, and that's what pisses me off as well. Another thing that WWE should cut down on is stop having John Cena in promo segments with different wrestlers like Dean Ambrose and guys like your Bray Wyatt and your Roman Reigns. How are those guys going to establish themselves as good mic workers, and how are those guys going to get their characters over to the casual fans like the guys who watch TV, like the casual fans. I know us hardcore fans, I know we know what the characters are, but to those casual fans who don't really watch it, your NXTs or the indie shows, they don't know what the characters are. They need to get those characters over by themselves. We don't need John Cena burying them constantly, and we need those guys like your Dean Ambrose and your Roman Reigns and your Bray Wyatt need time to to improve on their mic skills, or to improve on their in-ring work, or to just improve their characters. How are they going to get better if they don't improve themselves? Instead of having John Cena out there, you need to really get the youth movement out there, like opening shows and ending shows. In my opinion, you're not having John Cena there. And another thing I don't like about the WWE, please tone down on the title reigns, because I'm tired of John Cena having. I mean, can you believe in the last nearly decade that John Cena's had 15 world title reigns? What did that happen in Stone Cold Steve Austin's title reign? No, Stone Cold only had 6. And do you know why Steve Austin only had 6? Because he let other guys in the main event see. He wasn't just I know he had I know he had an ego and stuff. I know, like, because obviously Hogan has a big ego as well. I know all the top stars have an ego, but John Cena's ego is bigger than Stone Cold Steve Austin's or The Rock. At least when it was Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock's time to hang it up, their time at the main event scene, they said, hey, it's enough, we're going to hang it up, we're going to let the next guy, the young guy, the next big thing, become the main event guy. But John Cena and the WWE think it's best for business if you put John Cena in the main event scene every single year. And if you put every single WWE World title and call himself the greatest of all time when he is not the greatest of all time. And do you know why he's not the greatest of all time? Because people are tired of his character. He needs a character change. He doesn't need to be in the main event scene anymore because he's an established guy. He doesn't need any more world titles anymore. Don't keep putting him in the openings of Raw, because nobody cares about when they put him in the openings of Raw. Please stop. Please don't put John Cena on Raw, SmackDown every single week. Like, let John Cena maybe miss a couple of weeks on Raw, then come back, and just let him have a. We don't want to see Cena on TV every single week. Give this dude a rest, because I'm sick of this guy every single year in just random people with guys like Seth Rollins and guys like Dean Ambrose now. Well, why is he this be with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins? Like, if you've not got nothing for John Cena now, let him have some time off, man. Let him catch up on his sleep. Let him hang out with his family, and just let him chill out. Come back maybe Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber time, and feud with a younger guy, and maybe put them over at a big 4 pay-per-view. And one other thing I don't like about the WWE these days is they never put John Cena in. They never let John Cena and the WWE don't like. The WWE don't like anybody defeating John Cena clean, and that has been my issue for years. If you don't defeat the top babyface or the top heel in the company 100% clean, how are you supposed to establish yourself as the next main event for the WWE? I mean, if you're going to win by a roll-up, you're not going to be the next babyface or the top heel in the company. You're just going to be the mid-card or the jobber. You've got to beat the top guy, like Ric Flair said. To beat a man, you gotta beat the man. And if you're gonna beat the man clean, you gotta beat him clean. And there we go. Okay, I don't mind. Why does that sound like those from New York? That was kinda weird. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that again. But, you get my point, guys. John Cena really the WWE and John Cena really need to realize that they need to start putting over younger guys. John Cena is not the young guy he used to be. He's nearly in his 40s. He cannot stay at the top forever. WWE and John Cena need to realize that they need to start building up new stars now. And if they cannot do it in 2014, God help where the WWE is going to be in 2026 probably. There probably won't be a WWE then. The way the WWE going with John Cena going in the main event scene every single time, it's astonishing to me how this company can still be in business with the bad business decision they've done over the years with the John Cena and him just being on top, like him being in constant main event feuds for the title, and him burying young guys, and him not putting them over clean, and him not refreshing his character and not getting his other characters over in the WWE. It's mind-boggling to me how this company is still into business. Oh my god, and people say that TNA is bad. At least TNA, for an example, much as I don't watch TNA anymore, so I give it up on that company, they put over their young stars like your Austin Aries. Well, they used to. They put over the Austin Aries. They put over guys like Bobby Roode. They put over guys like James Storm. They put over guys like AJ Styles. They made them main eventers. Unlike the WWE, much as WWE love to bash TNA, much of their fans love to bash WWE, they need to know this. Oh, I'm just looking what's going on out there. But anyway, WWE needs to really take notice of TNA, because at least in TNA, you're building new stars like your Bobby Roodes, like your James Storms, like your AJ Styles. I know they're not new stars there now, but they were a couple of years ago in the main event scene. So there you go. John Cena needs to get out of the main event scene. He needs to help the younger guys, and he needs to stop getting his big fat ego, thinking that he's the biggest, he's the greatest of all time, when he's not. And he needs to point over these young guys like your Dean Ambrose, your Roman Reigns, and your Bray Wyatt. You've already buried Ryback and Bray Wyatt and Dolph Ziggler. Do you want to bury anybody else? And also, John Cena, if you are watching this video, if you've buried Dean Ambrose at Hell in a Cell, I am not watching anymore, because that is me done with professional wrestling, brother. Now, thank you guys for watching, guys. Hope you guys like this video, and leave your thoughts on John Cena and how he should be how would you guys book him in today's WWE. Leave that in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. Frag out.